You ever start shooting in Black Ops 6 and you have no idea where your shot's going, but you feel like you're hitting the enemy, but nothing's actually connecting? Guys, we're gonna fix that today. Also, if you start shooting at the enemy and you're going for headshots, and you know for a fact you're shooting at the head and you hit absolutely no headshots, well, we're gonna talk about that too. There's a few things you guys gotta change in the settings. There's a few things you guys gotta do on your own. I'm gonna help you guys get those shots on a lot easier if you wanna get those headshots and stuff. Let's talk about literally everything. So the first thing we're gonna do about, so the first thing is going to be in the settings. And what you want to do in the settings is you want to hit up your control settings, and then from here you want to go to button layout, and you're just going to flip your L2 and R2, and you're going to flip whatever you like. So if you like to drop shot more, you go ahead and switch that to something that's on one of your joysticks. If you like to jump shot more, which I prefer jump shotting, but jump shotting in this game is not that good. You actually got a penalty. So if you're jump shotting a lot and you're missing a lot of your shots and you think you should be a headshot and it's not, it's because you're jump shotting and you're getting a lot of extra flinch, and not just flinch, my bad, a lot of extra recoil and just motion and stuff that shouldn't be happening, but it is what it is. Also, I told you guys in my last video to put it to 10-10. I'm going to switch that back to 5-5, guys. The higher you play, the harder it is to get those first shots on accuracy, so definitely go ahead and put this to 5-5, and then turn off controller vibration, turn off trigger effects, and go into your dead zones. And the left stick, you can set it to whatever you want. I like it at 525, and the right stick, you want to put this down as low as you can to where you don't have stick drift, and the maximum all the way to 100. Now, that's going to be it for the basic control settings. In the actual aiming settings itself, what I want to talk about is the sensitivity multiplier. You're going to turn these off. This has nothing to do with when you're aiming your gun or anything, but it has to do with like when you're using score streaks and stuff. You just want it to be easier. But your ADS sensitivity multiplier, when you're focusing, if you have an attachment that actually gives you focus, you could turn that down as well, which is really nice. Then you could go into aiming advanced settings, and here's what you want to switch up, okay? This is going to help you guys out a lot. If you're playing on standard, the aim assist, everything's just weird. It doesn't look good. The aim response curve type is just off. It doesn't play well. For some reason, it seems pretty broken, so set it to dynamic. I play linear as well, but dynamic seems to have the best response. So set it to dynamic, and you're going to be good. And then you want to put your aim response curve slope scale down to 0.80. And this is going to help you guys out like a lot, all right? It's going to help out tremendously. You're going to want to put that lower, and you're going to see that your accuracy is going to be a lot stronger, a lot easier to actually stay on target when you go ahead and do this. And then the custom sensitivity per zoom, you just want to lower this one a little bit. Now, the reason I normally say you could go down to 0.80, in this game, you don't want to do that. You want to leave it at like 0.95, even at 1.0 default. You don't want to actually lower this too much because it's so fast, the movement, everything. People just move so fast in this game that it's just not nice to actually lower this. You're not going to be able to stick on the target as easily. They're going to run faster than your aim assist could keep up. And then pretty much everything else is just going to be basic stuff like this. You're just going to leave it all as is. It doesn't really matter. And then in combat, again, we're just going to leave it all as is. It doesn't really matter. We don't have to change this. Now, a few other tips that I want to talk about, and one thing that is going to help you guys out a lot is to actually just go into a private match. Now, I'm going to show you guys what you want to do here. You want to go to a private match. You're going to create a private match. You're going to wait for this. I don't know why it's locked for a few seconds, but you're going to wait it out. And what you're going to do here is you're going to switch the map, all right? We're going to go ahead. We're going to go into that once it unlocks. There we go, finally. And we're just going to actually just switch it to whatever. You can leave it to Team Deathmatch. Switch it to Nuketown, all right? Normally, I tell you guys to play against bots, set it to headshot only, let them run around and stuff. But what you want to do is just set it to Nuketown. And this is going to be really easy. Just do this before you hop online. And then you could just, you know, don't even have to go into custom. Just start match. And then what you're going to do is when you're in Nuketown, you're just going to run around and shoot the heads off the mannequins. So now we're on Nuketown, right? And what you want to do is you just want to run around as fast as you possibly can and just find every mannequin and just try to take one shot. Don't take more shots than that. Just take one shot and try to go as fast as you can and hit them on the head. And the reason you want to do this is just because you want to just practice. Yeah, I missed right there. That's awful. What you want to do is you just want to practice aiming at the head and trying to go for headshots and stuff. And even though they don't move, you're just going to go really fast, take one single shot, and then there's one in the back there. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus it, and you're just going to go really, really quickly and just try to do that. And what this is going to do, it's going to trick your brain into learning how to just aim at the head on enemies and stuff. Now, the mannequins are taller. How did I miss that? The mannequins are taller than actual enemies in the game, but we're just going to do that over and over again, practice, and then when you go online, you're just going to automatically start aiming at the enemy's head. Now, there's something that sucks in this game. Did I shoot his head off already? I must have. There's something that sucks in this game, and that is the fact that headshots, even if you aim directly at the enemy's head, because the guns have so much, like, I'll show you guys this right here. You're shooting your gun. It doesn't look like it has a lot of recoil, right? But let's say this top bullet is the enemy's head. This bottom bullet is his chest, right? So you start shooting at his chest, hoping to go up to his head, and it does, and then it just goes back down like that. So you might hit all your shots. So once it gets to the head, and then it just jumps back down, and it's going to count as a chest shot rather than a headshot. And that's because in this game, for some reason, don't ask me why, but for some reason there's no headshot multiplier by default. You could put a headshot multiplier in the game. It is there. You could use it as attachments, but by default, you're not going to do more damage when aiming at an enemy's head. And I think that sucks. I think that's not good at all. I think like in COD, you should automatically have a headshot multiplier. Now, I don't know why there's no actual Nuketown Easter egg. I did this once in like less than 2 minutes, and no Easter egg popped up, which is weird because this is the first COD. There should be an Easter egg. But anyways, yeah, that's what you want to do. You just want to do that. And then other things that you want to do is you want to hold head glitches. And this is a good one right here, for example. You can hold this right here, and the enemy, what they're going to see is barely your head. They're barely going to see your head poking out here, and you're going to see their whole body. You could even go prone. You could even crouch, do whatever you want to do, and you can see their whole body as they're coming out of this area, making them a very easy target to hit while making yourself a harder target to hit. The harder of a target you are to hit, the less flinch you actually get, and the less flinch you get, the less your gun is bouncing up and down. This is a very popular head glitch right here, and because there's no headshot multiplier, even if they're shooting at you, they're going to have to do the exact same damage to your head as you could do to their chest or their stomach. So it doesn't matter. You can just shoot them like that, just go off on them and do what you got to do. And I always say head glitches are important. This one's a really nice one. You could catch them coming off spawn and stuff, and just go on headies. Just go on random head glitches like that. If you're here and you know they're spawning there, just go prone and just pick them off like that and stuff. And then, yeah, just do what you got to do. You just play like that. I don't care if you head glitch. I don't care if you camp. You want to be a better player, go ahead and be a better player. This is a really tough one. I find when people are on this side, especially right here, they're almost impossible to hit. And then especially if you go like that, now I'm leaning on this, I'm actually mounted up on this, I'm going to have barely any recoil, and the enemies are going to have such a hard time hitting me. I find this one, when enemies are there, and I'm shooting in this direction, I have such a hard time hitting them. And I think aim assist doesn't even work properly at that right there. So guys, just do all these little tips, all these little things. You will hit your shots better. Change your settings. You got to change those for sure. And hopefully I helped you guys out. It's just a few things that you guys could do to get your accuracy better. This game has weird accuracy, so you want to do whatever you can to actually make it better. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it. Thank you guys for watching. Sub to the channel with those notifications turned on. Let me know your KDs down in the comments below. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.